Bom dia, sejam todos bem-vindos novamente. Meu nome é Sandra Azevedo e falo aqui de Tuiutaba, Minas Gerais. Vamos tomando a postura da meditação, mãos abertas no colo em direção a Meditative. Vamos puxando o ar, segurando e soltando bem devagar. Endireitamos nossa coluna ereta. Olhamos para a face de Shrimataji. Colocamos a atenção no bindi, essa pinta vermelha na testa. E agora juntos vamos elevar nossa Kundalini e dar os banhos. Namastê. Nossa mão direita em direção à Mãe Terra. Nossa mão esquerda em direção a Shrimataji. A atenção em nosso Muladhara. Mantra Shri Ganesha. Tuameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Mãe, por vossa graça, eu sou a possante inocência de uma criança. Por favor, desperte em nós a inocência e a sabedoria de Shri Ganesha. Shri Ganesha, por favor, se faça presente em nossa meditação e nos conduza. Voltamos nossa mão no colo. Para darmos seguimento à nossa meditação, uma breve explicação. Dia 18, no próximo sábado, estaremos começando o Diwali. E o Diwali é conhecido como o Festival das Luzes ou Lâmpadas, e também significa a vitória do bem sobre o mal dentro de cada ser humano. Durante o Diwali, ele é celebrado uma vez ao ano e cada ano ele muda de acordo com o calendário lunar. Então, eles são 5 dias, vai iniciar no próximo sábado, dia 18, 19, 20, 21 e 22, 5 dias. Nós estaremos falando um pouco mais sobre o Diwali nos próximos dias. Geralmente é celebrado uma vez ao ano, as pessoas estreiam roupas novas, dividem doces, lançam fogos de artifício. É um momento muito especial. E para a gente saber um pouco mais sobre a divindade que celebramos no Diwali é Shri Lakshmi. Shri Lakshmi, ela está no nosso nabi, no umbigo aqui, no centro do umbigo, né? E ela representa o nosso bem-estar familiar e material. Tudo que está relacionado com a família, esposo, esposa, filhos, trabalho, dinheiro, coisas materiais, familiares, é tudo cuidado por esse centro. Shri Lakshmi, quando ela nos dá a satisfação também. Então, ela tem o aspecto dela. Então, se a gente vai mais para o lado esquerdo, então nós estamos olhando mais para nós mesmos, nossa família, nosso esposo, nossos filhos, nossa esposa. Se a gente vai mais para o lado direito, Raja Lakshmi, então ela é a rainha. Então a gente está olhando mais para a coletividade, ok? Shri Lakshmi, no centro ela está junto com Shri Vishnu, Lakshmi Vishnu, e nos dá a satisfação, a generosidade. Quando essa Lakshmi, a gente está assim, riqueza material, a gente está bem satisfeito na vida, a gente está adquirindo uma satisfação com coisas materiais, a gente está em abundância, a gente está realizado e a gente começa a querer algo mais. Quem é esse algo mais que a gente quer? Nesse momento, essa Lakshmi se transforma em grande, grande, grande. Então, ela fica sendo Shri Mahalakshmi. A palavra Maha é grande. Nesse momento que ela se transforma em Shri Mahalakshmi, então é o momento que nós buscamos a nossa ascensão espiritual. A gente quer algo mais, a gente quer evoluir, a gente quer ascender, a gente quer essa riqueza espiritual e a gente está dispensando essa riqueza material. A gente está buscando algo mais grandioso. Nesse momento, ela é Shri Mahalakshmi. Shri Mahalakshmi é quem veio a essa terra várias vezes e que nos ajuda a evoluir de várias formas, como Maria, mãe de Jesus, né? Então, tem várias formas dela que, conhecendo a Sahaja, a gente vai aprendendo um pouco mais quem é Shri Mahalakshmi. Muito bem, com essa breve explicação e nos preparando para o Diwali, que começa no próximo sábado. Então, vamos agora cantar o mantra Shri Mahalakshmi Ganesha, com atenção no nosso canal central. Podemos pegar do osso sacro até o Sahasrara, subindo a nossa Kundalini várias vezes, enquanto cantamos o mantra Shri Mahalakshmi Ganesha. Tuameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mãe, por favor, faça de nós pessoas que buscam a nossa ascensão espiritual. E, por favor, mantenha-me no centro. Mantenha-me nesse caminho do meio. Mantenha-me com atenção no presente. Vamos massagear o nosso Sahasrara. Aqui nós pedimos, Mãe, por favor, estabiliza a realização do Si em nós. Por favor, Mãe, permita-me entender que eu sou o microcosmo dentro de todo esse macrocosmo. Por favor, me dê a consciência sem pensamentos, a consciência sem dúvidas, a integração. Podemos subir a nossa mão e checar nossas vibrações, passando a mão um pouco para frente, para trás, para os lados, até que possamos sentir essas vibrações batendo no centro da nossa mão, confirmando assim o nosso batismo. Verificamos com a mão esquerda também. As duas mãos no colo. A atenção em nosso Sahasrara. Quando colocamos a atenção em nosso Sahasrara, estamos acima do nosso Agnya Chakra da testa. Estamos acima dos nossos pensamentos. Tomamos a postura de sermos o Espírito. O Espírito observa nossas emoções, lado esquerdo, mão esquerda. Nossa mente concreta, lado direito, mão direita. Nosso corpo sentado. Abrimos nossos olhos e vamos assistir um trecho da palestra de 1982, Diwali Puja, Inglaterra.
We are here, all of us, to celebrate a 4-day festival called as Diwali. Diwali, it comes from the word Deepali, Deepali in Sanskrit. The word Deepa means the lights and Ali means the line, the rose. Now, there are many things that have happened during these 4 days, and that's how it is celebrated with such a great enthusiasm. The first thing is the day of the Lakshmi's birth. That is the 13th day of the moon, as they call it. It's the real day when Lakshmi was born out of the sea. That's why she's called as Miriam or Mariam. Word Mari or marine also comes from the word sea. So she is born out of the sea. She is created out of the sea. And the wealth of the sea so far, thank God, human beings have not yet exploited. But they may one day start doing that also. And a lot of wealth is still there. So when people start getting worried about exhausting the Mother Earth, you must know that sea is much more than the earth is. So nothing is exhausted. Since there's such a lot reserved for you, and one should not worry. Thank you. As to the supply of wealth that can come from the sea. Now this Lakshmi is the goddess who stands on the lotus. She represents all the well-being, the wealth, the glory of wealth, the decoration of wealth, whichever is auspicious. Whatever is not auspicious is not wealth, according to Sahaja Yoga or according to any scripture. It is not wealth at all. So she is a lady who stands on a lotus, showing that a person who has got wealth has to be a person who doesn't assert his pressures on people, who doesn't push people around, who doesn't pressurize. And then she's a lady, she's a mother. So, wealth is the first opening to our seeking. But when you start seeking the wealth, you realize that the superficial wealth that you are seeking is not sufficient, is not going to give you complete joy. So you start seeking the deeper wealth. As I said that on the Mother Earth you have exploited all that is possible, still there deep down in the sea, a lot of wealth still there. So then the seeking moves towards the deeper seeking. So the same Lakshmi becomes Mahalakshmi. When you start expanding yourself to higher and deeper valuable things, then this Lakshmi doesn't lure you much. She's just there for your glory, but not for your satisfaction. The wealth is there for distribution. You enjoy there's no word for dan, I think. Oh, generosity. But generosity is different. But what I'm saying, generous fondness. It's a fondness, you see, that you should be generous. No. Sometimes is a very great happiness and joy that you feel. That is the greatest when you are generous, when you give away. That's a fondness. That's a kind of a human expression of one's own being, that you want to be generous. And this generosity only can come when Mahalakshmi principle is born in you. But at Lakshmi principle also, she stands like this. Her hand is like this one, as giving. And the another is like this. So miserliness is not a sign of wealth. I mean, if you are miserly, that means you are not wealthy. If you are really wealthy, why will you be miserly? A simple equation is there. That means if you are really wealthy, you will just give away. If you cannot give away, then you are poor. You are a beggar. You are still hankering after that. That means you are still a beggar. You are hankering for. So this left hand she is giving all the time. With the right hand she protects people. She gives protection to people. The wealth must give protection to people in the way it must look after the well-being of others. not your own self-indulgence, like having all the best things to yourself while others are starving. That's not a sign of a wealthy man. A wealthy man is a person who knows that unless and until he shares his things with others, he is not going to be happy ultimately. For the time being, he may be. People live with imbalances, they live with wrong ideas. But ultimately they have to correct it. If they do not correct this, there are problems. Then there's upheaval, lots of changes come in, people start seeing that, oh, this doesn't work out, that doesn't work out. The children run away from the houses, the family goes into problems, all sorts of things happen. And then they realize this is the reason. I've been very miserly, I have not been generous, I have not been using money for the sake of others. Now after coming to Sahaja Yoga, you become a divine person. Definitely you become divine. You are now a divine personality. You are not a human personality. So you have to give up all that is human within you. Then only you will be fully divine. But it's very difficult. That's the problem is, that it is very difficult to really accept that you are divine and that you have to take divine policies and divine attitudes and divine temperament. Now the divine temperament is generous. It is not bothered as to what happens next. It's not bothered because it is connected with the source. If you give 1, you will get 100. It is sure about it. And to a divine person, worldly things have no meaning if they cannot give pleasures to others. A person who is very self-indulgent, always bothered about himself, is not a divine person at all. In no way he is divine. It's very common, it's human. Everybody does that. Everybody is self-preserving. But after Sahaja Yoga, you do not start all this nonsense again. You give it up. And who looks after you? Who looks after your self-preservation? Is God Almighty. You are now completely dedicated to Him and He looks after you. You don't have to worry as to how to look after yourself, how to do this, how to do that. It is His work. The more you go on worrying about yourself, the worse it will be. The moment you give it up, it is looked after. Many Sahaja Yogis must have experienced in their lifetime that when they try to give it up, they get all the help from God. But whenever they try to assert and worry about their well-being and things like that, then there is a problem. We don't know from where the help comes. And we have had so many examples, so many so-called miracles, where people wanted to do something and suddenly they got the money from somewhere they least expected. So, for a divine person, the attitude should be of giving and of protection. Protect. Now, we are very good at protecting our bhoots and protecting others who are bhoots. You see, the sympathies always go to bhoots because they have a way of creating a sympathetic attitude in your heart. So you start looking after that person because that person looks so much miserable, you see. You have to protect the saints. You have to protect the principle of God, the divinity in others, and not the bhoots. You are not here to care for all the bhoots of the world. So the idea of Lakshmi must be understood in a proper way. In Sahaja Yoga, it's a very different thing from all other people know about, like charity. Like people say now we must be charitable, start a charitable organization in that you look after this kind of people, that kind of people. You are not bothered. That's not you are given realization for, to look after every sort of a person. You are here to look after all the saints and all born realized children. And you are not to bother about people who do not matter to God and divine. When they come to realization, if they get realization, if they become saints, all right. But you don't worry about every Dick, Tom and Harry on the street. Oh, mother, he's so miserable and this and that. So the charity must be understood in a divine light. And the divine light will give you discretion to understand whom to be charitable. You have to be charitable to your brothers and sisters. You have to be kind to them. Now you will say, what about worrying about other people who are starving, who are this? That's not your headache. Why should you do their jobs? We are all good at doing others' jobs. For example, you are driving in the car. Oh, look at this. There should have been this properly done, that they should have done properly. But that's not your job. Why should you waste your energy in finding out what the others should have done it? You should do what you have to do. And don't waste your energy in these things. See, all these charitable institutions, I have seen those people who work there are very difficult for realization. This is the proof of the pudding. Because to whom to do the charity? If there is no other person, you do not do charity to anyone. I mean, sitting down here, I can do charities to people so-called, which are not charities, they are part and parcel of my being. I just do it because they are part and parcel of my being. I don't have to go all out to sacrifice something to do charity. Because that's nothing but ego pampering and ego oriented. Oh, I have helped this man. And how dare he say such a thing? So this is one quality of the divine. One should know that it is generous. It is generous to a fault. To a fault. It is generous because it is generous. It is not bothered. It doesn't reason out itself. Why should I be generous? It is generous because it is. Because it's the whim. It's the fondness. The fondness of generosity, such as you have fondness, say, people have fondness to drink, for example, let's see. That's not fondness, that's a habit, I think. But you can say some fondness people have. What kind of a fondness you have without forming a habit, I don't know. Because you always have a habit and then the fondness. But supposing you just have a fondness. For example, you are fond of, say, good food, let us take it. Now, if you have fondness of good food, then you will just do it because you're fond of it. Now somebody says, why are you fond of good food? I said, I'm just fond. Finished. Who are you to ask me such a question? If somebody is fond of generosity, he will be generous whether you like it or not. And it is sometimes, to a reasonable man, may look to be a bit too much. The greatest generosity a human being can do is to forgive. I mean, it's not generosity to others, but to yourself.
A nossa meditação está terminando. Vamos juntos elevar nossa Kundalini e dar os bandhas. Namastê. Obrigado a todos pela companhia. Um excelente dia a todos e até a próxima meditação. Jai Shri Mataji.